Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Myself Vignesh Anand. In a previous video, we are checked about the transformer testing of various testings, which means in each video, which testing we are checking about that. So, in this video, we are going to see about the short circuit test of a transformer. So the short circuit test or a load test, it is used to determine the copper loss in the transformer at full load, which means a minimum voltage is given in the primary end of your transformer, and secondary side of your transformer was shorted by a cable or armors. So after this shorting, there will be an current, short circuit current, which we induced in the secondary side, that can be measured and determine the copper losses in the transformer. So this test is used to detect the winding measurement that usually occurs due to heavy fault current or mechanical damage during the transportation or installation since the dispatch from the factory. So this test is mainly used to determine your fault current or a full load current of your transformer. So procedure for this for conducting this test: first we need to isolate the primary and secondary side of transformer from other sources, which means the primary and the secondary side of your transformer should be opened before we are making the arrangement for our testing. We should ensure that the primary and secondary side of your transformer is in open. Then short the secondary side of your transformer with a armor cable or even a welding cables. It's depend upon the maximum full load current of your transformer. So for example, I can say that we need to measure we need to calculate the theoretical value of your transformer short circuit current, and then we can go for a practical value, practical testing. Then apply 3-phase voltage for your transformer, or if it is a 3-phase transformer, we need to inject a 3-phase voltage. If it is a single-phase transformer, means we need to inject a single-phase voltage for your primary side of your transformer. So why we are injecting in the primary side? Because the primary side we have a turns, which means tap changes. So the short circuit testing should be carried for a taps from lower taps to maximum tap. So it's depend upon the customer's queries. If we need to take only for 3 to 4 tappings of your mainly, which means at the starting of your tapping and nominal tap, then at the end of your tapping, mostly the customer will request these 3 area of tappings, short circuit currents. So we need to measure it. So we are injecting in the primary side of your transformer. Then measure the voltage and current of your primary and secondary side of your transformer. Then compare the practical and theoretical value of your short circuit current. So this is your basic procedure for your short circuit testing or load losses testing calculation for your transformer. So this is the connecting diagram for your single phase and 3-phase transformer. You can easily understand that the primary side we are injecting a 230 volt and measuring the current. Secondary side it is shorted by a cable or welding cables or anything, secondary side, and measuring the current. For a single phase we are going to measure the current in primary and secondary side, and we need to calculate it with the formula. Then for a 3-phase also same wise, we need to inject a 3-phase voltage for your RYB of your transformer. In here I have, for example, I have taken a delta star transformer. It may be whatever transformer it may be. We need to inject on the primary side, and for each taps we need to calculate the short circuit current, and also practically we need to measure the short circuit current for taps which the customer is required. Then on the secondary side we need to short it. The 3 phases are to be shorted on the secondary side by a cable or a welding cable, normal cable, whatever it may be. Then we need to measure the current on the secondary side also. So this is your basics, very basics thing which we need to carry it before the testing. And this is your connection diagram for a single phase and a 3-phase transformer. So this is your current calculation for your short circuit current, theoretical calculation values. So first of all, this impedance, we need to calculate the impedance. The percentage of impedance will be given in your transformer nameplate itself, and also the primary voltage, rated primary voltage, rated primary current, then rated secondary voltage and rated secondary current. These and all given in the transformer nameplate itself. So we need to observe that reading and then we need to calculate it. So first of all, for primary impedance, rated primary voltage into percentage of impedance divided by 100. The percentage of impedance will be same or else differ for your taps, but we need to use for both primary and secondary same impedance value only. So for a secondary impedance calculation, we need to take the secondary rated voltage into percentage of impedance divided by 100. Here we are changing the percentage of impedance into a normal impedance value. So next thing is primary short circuit current. Next we need to calculate the primary short circuit current, which is applied voltage into rated primary current divided by Z, which means the impedance which we have calculated in before, primary impedance is Z. It will become seen here. So the applied voltage means the single phase or 3-phase voltage which we are injecting in our transformer. The rated primary current is mentioned in the nameplate itself. So from here we can easily able to understand that applied voltage already we know, and rated primary current also mentioned in your transformer nameplate. Then the Z impedance value we are calculated by this formula. So we need to apply it and calculate the primary short circuit current. Then secondary short circuit current, same wise applied voltage into rated secondary current divided by impedance. Here the impedance is the secondary impedance which we have calculated earlier, and the applied voltage is a single phase or 3-phase voltage which we are applying. Then into rated secondary current, which means the rated secondary current which is mentioned in the nameplate itself. So this is your formula for calculating the primary short circuit current and secondary short circuit current. We need to calculate this and compare this with your practical values, which means for the taps which we are going to do the short circuit current, for each taps we need to calculate this theoretical value. If we are if the transformer is having 5 taps, means in which we are going to inject for a tap 1, tap 3. Tap 3 will be a nominal tap and tap 5 will be your maximum tap. For this 3 taps, the short circuit current is going to take place, means for the 3 taps we need to calculate the theoretical value of your short circuit current. Then alternative method, if you think that the steps are going larger, means we can short that steps and we can directly calculate the primary short circuit current and secondary short circuit current by this formula. You can easily able to understand that the 100 which means 100 is your percentage impedance percentage, 100 divided by the impedance percentage into applied voltage by rated primary voltage into rated primary current. Same wise 100 divided by percentage of impedance into applied voltage divided by rated secondary voltage into rated secondary current. So this is your alternative method, which means I have shortened this formula, this total formula into a single formula. So this is your calculating for primary short circuit current and secondary short circuit current. Then another one calculation for using the relays or a protection device For this, we are going to calculate the fault current calculations. So this is not for your testing purpose, it is for your relaying or protecting. In this case, we are going to calculate the fault current. It is an extra point. We don't need to compare that, or we don't need to include that in your testing. This is apart from your testing, it is like an extra point. So here the transformer short circuit current is calculated as I fault by actual is equal to S base into 100 divided by root 3. The root 3 is for your 3-phase transformer. If it is a single phase transformer, means we don't need to use the root 3, and into V base into Z percentage. So here I actual or fault is in it is in KA, then S base is your KVA, which means the nameplate details itself you can easily able to see the KVA ratings of your transformer. Then V base is your voltage, Z percentage is your impedance percentage. So this can be done by each of the steps. We can separate into each steps. This total formula can be separated into each steps. First, step 1 is to calculate the per unit fault of your current. So I fault in a per unit is equal to 1 divided by ZPU, which means impedance per unit. Impedance per unit is equal to Z percentage divided by 100. So this is your per unit fault calculation. Then calculating the nominal base current. I nominal base current is equal to S base, which means your KVA rating S divided by root 3 into voltage base, which means your nominal voltage or whatever in which tapping you are going to use, that tapping voltage will be mentioned in here. So now we need to calculate the actual fault current, which means the fault actual is equal to fault per unit current into I nominal base, which means the current nominal base current, which means multiplying this I fault per unit into I nominal base. This both the current fault current per unit and current nominal base current will be multiplied in a I fault actual fault current. So this is your step by step formula, and this is your total formula. So if you think that this is a little tougher, means we are going to go with a step by step formation, or else we can go with a direct formation. So this is up to today, and this is not included in your testing procedure. This is for your relay or protection types. So this is for your fault current calculation of your transformer only. This is not included in your testing procedures. So this is up to today. See you in next video. Have a nice day. Thank you everyone. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel or share your knowledge and gain your knowledge. Thanks. Nandri Vanakkam.